It finally happened. P3 Reload is out, and I got my hands on it. Just look at that big stupid smile on my face. Would have been even bigger if I wasn't already halfway through the game. Yeah, so Amazon decided not to ship this to me in time, and I wasn't about to wait a whole ass 2 weeks for me to get this. So I just ended up pre-ordering the digital version as well, and the game's been amazing so far. My wallet's crying right now though. It kinda sucks, but I don't regret getting this, at least not yet, so let's see what's in here. Oh hey, look at this. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's leave that fun for later and get to the main event. I'll probably have a review out by next month, by the way, but for now, look at this. Look how beautiful this thing is. I'm not usually one to buy collector's editions of games. I have P5 Royal up there to the left, but that's because I found it for dirt cheap. I paid full price for this one though, because it's not every day you get a remake of Persona 3, literally the best game ever made. Don't even try to argue with me. What makes this purchase all the more satisfying is that I actually bought this using the money I got from my first ever paycheck. Although I'm kinda broke now. I'm a responsible adult, by the way, you can totally trust me with your money. Okay, let's see. Enter the dark hour and seal your fate. That is indeed something we will be doing. The rest of this is in French, I think. I imported this from the UK, by the way, because this game is banned in the Middle East. I'm assuming because of the little rainbow pin at the start. If it was that, then that's complete bullshit, by the way. It wasn't even meant to be an Alphabet Mafia pin. At least, I don't think so. It was just the goddamn rainbow. But I digress. Okay, while I open this thing, some history about me. The original Persona 3 FAS specifically is to this day my favorite game ever made. So I'm like 99% sure this is the most excited I'll ever be about anything ever. Literally nothing will ever be as big or as important to me as this game. You know, unless they made like a Persona 3 Reload, FES, Royal, Kiwami, Birth by Sleep Final Mix version. Okay, shutting up now because you're here to see some goodies, not me ramble like a jackass for an hour. Hey, look at that. What a great piece of art. You can see everyone in Aigis' silhouette, and you've got everyone's names down here. Good luck figuring out who's who though, newcomers. But yeah, this is a very high quality looking box. I especially love the detail they gave the glass shards, like how they actually reflect the light shown on it. While I'm here, I might as well share my first impressions on the game itself. First off, I'm glad to see that the game retained the original spirit of Persona 3, but just made it an absolute treat for the eyes to look at. Seriously, this game is freaking beautiful. The character designs in Persona 3 have always been great, but these new character models, they bring them to a whole nother level. Oh hey, first thing I noticed, look at that, you can see everyone's starting personas on this side, and on the other side there are the characters themselves. Koromaru is smack dab in the middle for some reason. And here's the actual game case with the custom DLC. Hold on guys, I need to appreciate this for a second. I really wish I had the Japanese version of the PS2 version just to display these two side by side and compare them. I do have this one though, so it's all good. Look at that, 18 years apart. Fuck, I'm getting old. Okay, back to first impressions. Another thing I wanted to bring up was the new voice cast. I have to admit, all the new voices are all very good. Not as talented as the originals, but I feel like they all fit the characters very well. In fact, I think these new voices are way more accurate to how they sound in Japanese, so that's definitely a good thing. It took a while for me to get used to them, but I feel like I actually prefer some of the newer ones now. Some of them, with a few exceptions, but I'll leave those for later. They do bring the emotion down in the story a bit, so keep that in mind if you decide to play this before the original. And here's the disc with the Persona 4 Golden DLC that I already have. Oh, by the way, this is the original Persona 3 game case, but I actually have FES in here. These two games rarely came in game cases where I live, so this is literally the only one I have. So I'd rather have the better version of the game in this cool new, now dusty old game case. Used to have a manual for Persona fusions in here, but I kinda lost it years ago. And here's the soundtrack. These I keep mostly for decoration, cause I mostly get my music through other means. I found something unexpected here though. Look at that. These are lyrics for every single song in the game. That's nice of them. They even have the shop theme with its whopping total of 3 lines of lyrics. Holy fuck, these are packed worse than the Persona Dancing collection. They're really jammed in there. I spent a while just trying to get them out. Speaking of the soundtrack though, I'm really liking the arranged versions of the songs so far, like Iwato Dai Dorm and Mass Destruction. But I'm especially liking the new Nighttime song. Lotus Juice really should sing more often, instead of rapping all the time. Man's got an incredible voice. I was disappointed, however, to see that they removed the feature to change the song that plays during explorations of Tartarus. It's such a weird thing to just decide not to include. Snow Queen and Maya's theme were some of the best pieces of music from the game, so I'm very disappointed to see them absent here. The art book. I'm debating whether or not I should take a look at this. This is a remake, but who knows, there might be some new stuff in here that I'd rather not get spoiled on. I'll just show a few pages for the camera. Thankfully, all the pages I landed on were just character concept art. Make no mistake, the art in this game is incredible, but I did notice one thing that irks me. And that's the lack of certain animations compared to the original. Like not actually dozing off when you sleep in class, and there's a bunch of other examples too, but I'll share them in more detail in my actual review. And finally, we got the Aigis figurine, which is admittedly much smaller than I thought she would be. She is very high quality though, so I can't complain too much. Look at that, she even got the squad number 7 on the box. Let's get her out of her little prison. She comes in 2 pieces, the figure itself and the stand. And I always appreciate when the stand itself is a lot more detailed and not just a piece of plastic. It's also very easy to set up, thankfully. Look at that. Go ahead and admire this clean AF looking android. If you're new to Persona and are wondering why they bothered giving a robot a pair of tits and some cake, as they say, just play Persona 4 Arena and you'll figure it out then. You're welcome. As small as this thing is, I really like it. It's a really solid figure. I was planning on getting an Aigis figure either way because I think she has one of the best video game character designs ever, so I might as well get the newest ones, which is why I bought this collector's edition. I'm more of a Yukari enjoyer myself, but hey, I like Aigis a lot too. I think I like her even more with this newer voice, honestly. No offense to Karen Strassman, of course, she will always be Aigis as well. I don't really have a lot of figures, my wallet won't ever forgive me if I go down that hole. I do have a figure of the protagonist though. They actually look pretty good together, look at that. All I'm missing is a Yukari figure, but yeah, not with that price tag. And it's also a lot bigger than these two. I also have this Rise figure from Persona 4. Look at her towering over them. If I had to summarize my first impressions on the game so far, I would say Persona 3 Reload seems to be a different way to experience the same game, but not necessarily a better or worse way to do it. So yeah, that's all for now guys. I'll leave the rest of my thoughts for my upcoming review. Very satisfied with this collector's edition, by the way. Gonna have to make a lot of room for it up there though. You can still get this on Amazon, by the way. I believe the PS5 and Xbox versions are still available, and I'll leave a link for them in the description below. And to those that already have the game, I really hope you're enjoying it, because I know I am. And I especially hope newcomers to Persona 3 enjoy it as well, just so they see what they've been missing out on all these years. So have a good one, you guys. I'm gonna get back to it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.